Hi peeps! So I wanted to share with you the journal that I completed. Oh, it took me about 3 days, guys, to do this journal. But it's worth it. I absolutely love how it came out. Let me first say, please excuse any noise that you hear in the background. They are still doing construction. I don't know what they're fixing, but I wish they hurry up. Second of all, I apologize for the lighting. I don't know what happened. We were supposed to get some sun today. It's still hiding. So I needed to get this video done. So I'm hoping the lighting is okay. So I did something a little bit different. I have done this before. I altered a book. I will link the one that I did a couple of years ago. It was pretty simple. I was inspired by a Prima show that I saw, and I did that one. This one is a little bit more advanced, I guess. I don't know. I did a little bit more with this one than I did with the last one. So anyway, let's get started because this is my third time recording this. So on the cover, I have some torn muslin and some of my lovely fabric samples that I attempted to stitch around. And yeah, I'm still learning, so it's not the best. Added some lace in the background. This Prima flower, oh my God, it matched so perfectly with this color here. I was so happy. And then this button looked to me like the middle of a sunflower, so I thought it looked so pretty there, and I think I got that from the bestie, so thank you, bestie. And then this lovely sentiment came from Michaels. I added an enamel dot in the middle, and I inked it with some vintage photo. The spine has some beautiful lace and rosette trim, which I will turn the book to show you. And I apologize if I'm shaking the camera. I'm actually standing filming this. So there is the rosette trim. And let me show you what the back looks like. Here's the back. Alright. I have this charm. These charms, rather. Butterfly. This little flower charm. And then this charm I actually made. This one here. Using some bottle cap images that I had. I had no more bottle caps left, but I had this little thing in mind, this little charm, and it fit over it really nice. So I just used that and put some glossy Mod Podge over it, and I thought it went with the whole garden journal. I used English Rose paper pad along with Tsunami Rose. I don't know what the kit is called. I think it's just called her Rose ephemera kit or something. I don't know. I will try to link it down in the description below. But so I need some advice for the sewers out there. Every time I sew now, I don't know why this is happening, what I'm doing wrong, but the thread keeps coming out the needle. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the tension. I'm not sure what it is. But anyway, so let me know down in the comments what I'm doing wrong. So with this book, I tore out a lot of the pages. I glued pages together to make them sturdy. So yeah, let's get started. And see if I can stay in frame and not shake the camera too much. So I use a brown paper bag. I cut off the top because obviously it was too long. And I use my old school deco scissors, which I'm so happy I didn't throw those away because they're coming in handy. And I have some seed packets in here, since this is a garden journal. Though you don't have to use it for a garden journal, but it goes with the theme. And then this is a cut apart from the collection that I just folded. Everything is heavy inked up. I don't know if I said that because, like I said, it's my third time, so sorry if I'm repeating myself. Everything is heavily inked with vintage photo. I distressed it with my distress tool. I was going for a grungy old garden journal that you've had for years. That's what I was going for. So something a little bit different, but I actually love, this is my favorite thing to do. Grungy is my favorite thing to do in the world. So I put these two little labels in case you wanted to put them here, you know, and write a name. I thought it would be easier to write the name and then put it there, or write whatever you want and put it there if you wanted to, since this is a crocheted trim up here. And I couldn't decide which one anyway, so if you get it, you can decide. So I used a flap as a little tiny pocket that I covered with some paper as well. And then this is Tsunami Rose here. I added this tab up here at the top, which is actually an old basic gray tab I've had in my stash. I was going to make my own tabs, but then when I saw this says notes, I was like, that's perfect. So I added that, and so you can have plenty of place. Let me try not to shake the camera, to add photos or whatever you like. So this is pretty chunky, but it's actually only 22 pages. I couldn't believe it when I counted it. I was like, what? This thing is so chunky. And I have not found a closure yet for it. Yeah, I mean, it stays closed pretty well, but I think it needs a closure. So I'm going to try to find some kind of closure, some kind of like headband or something that'll keep it together. Because it's only going to get bigger once you add stuff to it. So I'm going to try to find something that matches. Because I have every color except for the color I need. So anyway, Tsunami Rose. That's just a pretty decorative page there. And then I added some note card. Again, I tried my hand at sewing. I'm trying to sew a little bit with each journal. So I very poorly sewed this lace underneath the note card. And I wanted to hide the ugly stitching. So I made a little tuck spot and added this little mason jar that you can journal on. And that's that. So there's pockets throughout that I created with the paper, the book pages rather, and glued them together. Did I show you this page, you guys? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. There we go. I feel so out of place. I don't know why. Okay, so pretty page here to just add photos. And then you can journal here, another Tsunami Rose envelope here that I clipped on. And so funny story, when I was creating this, I had my water bottle next to it, and I sat this too close to it, and it made an additional watermark here. So at first I was like so upset, but I'm like, but there's already watermarks, so I guess it kind of goes, right? So I left it. So I have this beautiful rose book that I've been cutting out pages in little, you know, pictures in here. So I added it here, and I added a doily behind it. And this is the top of that brown paper bag. And again, I attempted to stitch some trim at the bottom. And I put a seed packet in there as well. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now. I feel like I haven't made a video in so long. I feel so off. So I'm sorry if I'm not making any sense. So another page to add pictures. I'm going to try to go a little faster because I feel like I'm taking forever. So this page is Tsunami Rose. These pages rather. And what I did was I left it open in the back. And I have two large tags. I'm not even showing you. Two large tags at the top. I'm just going to take one out because they're plain. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. Okay, so they're plain. I just did a little stamping at the bottom of each one. And I have some torn muslin. And this one I just put a a safety pin that I alcohol inked. And then I have this little flower charm here. So that just slides right behind there. Sorry, shaking the camera. And then there's another one. So let's keep going. Move up a little bit now. Okay, I think that's good. Here's another pocket here. If I can get out the journal card. Okay, so there's a Tsunami Rose journal card here that I backed with some, either some cardstock or leftover file folder. I can't remember which one. Okay. And this one has a flip out as well. So you can add more. And then there's another basic gray tab at the top. Okay. Oh, yeah. And then here's a pocket here. So just so you know, because I glued the papers together with some wet glue, some of the papers are a little warped. So just so you know, I don't think it takes away from anything, but just wanted to let you know. I want to tap it so bad because that's how I usually get them in there. So I added some lace here, and they're kind of tuck spots. It's a little loose tuck spot, but you know, it's not doesn't fall out, I don't think. Oh, well, that one does. So maybe not tuck that in there. Maybe tuck something smaller in there. Or just use it for decoration. So there's another Tsunami Rose envelope here. This one I didn't get next to the water. Paper clips here. And then I made a little belly band here. I covered it with some craft cardstock. I used my Martha's Toy Punch. And then I added this little cutout from the collection, Let Love Grow. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. And then this lace belly band. I think I said it, but I don't know. And so this is Tsunami Rose, her things to do. There's the back. And then here, so you can see a little bit of the warping, just a little bit right here. I used a Tim Holtz little die cut and made a tuck spot, and I paper pieced this little mason jar that you can journal on. I love these little mason jars, so cute. And so here I did another note card, so you can journal or add photos. So there is a pocket, obviously there. Okay. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I put it on that side. Okay. I was going to say I didn't put a hole punch there, but I did. It's just on the opposite side. So here's another photo from my rose book. I love this page. My stitching is a little wonky, but I love this page. I stitched this little beautiful lace that I have, and it has these pretty roses on it, and I just thought it looked so nice with this picture here. And then I added this fresh cut flower die cut here, and then I have a little cut apart here. So isn't that pretty? Don't look at my crazy stitching. I'm trying. I really am trying. So here I did the pocket at the top. I wanted to add more stuff, but I'm like, it is already so chunky. So, you know, I'm adding, as always, some journal cards and embellishments, so you can add it if you want to add, it to this journal. you can add it. Did I say Tsunami Rose? I think so. If not, I'm sure you guys know because I use that all the time. Just make sure I make sure I clip it because it will get lost in that pocket. It's a deep pocket. Oh boy. So there's room for photos. So it's chunky, but it lays flat so you can journal, which is why I didn't want to put too much embellishments on it. So you can actually use it. Here's another Tsunami Rose to-do list. These are so pretty. Okay, this is my second favorite page. So another picture from my rose book. I used another mason jar that I paper pieced. I added some trim, and then I used this this like glaze paint for the lid, and then I made a tuck spot. And so my idea was to make it look like the flowers were coming out of the mason jar. I think it's so cute. I'm so corny, but I think it's cute. I really, really like this page. So that is that. And then this is the back page. The back page has a little tuck spot here with this little butterfly. And then this page, I put a vintage bag, and inside the vintage bag, if I can get it out, maybe I should have put a clip or something on it so it'll be easier to get out. Okay. Excuse my reach. A little booklet, Tsunami Rose calendar, and let me just show you the back. And then on the inside is just some coffee dyed papers, so you can journal away whatever you wish to journal in there in this little booklet. So I thought that was pretty cute. So that is it, you guys. That is my altered junk journal, my altered book junk journal. I think that's what I'm going to call it. But I will put the link down in the description below. It will be listed in my Etsy shop by the end of the day today. I still have to take photos of it. Hopefully I'll get some light sometime soon. But let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I apologize for the length of this video. All right, you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.